Hello everyone. Welcome to our next live show from Black Forest Games in the beautiful Schwarzwald in Germany. Today we have some very special appearances and I'm myself really excited about it. Okay, have some fun. See you.
Hi guys, today I'm with Punk and cute Giana, our special. And it's our final week before release. We're all on fire. Right now we're uploading our builds to the good old games, Gamersgate and Steam. So it will be available next week everywhere. It is already available for pre-order, so assuming everyone who is watching already or backed us and spread the word to everyone just to go and buy the version. It's 25% discount right now. So sorry, moment of advertisement. And I would like to talk today about the boss again. Since it wasn't a sneak peek and many people were having troubles with him, I want to give you some useful hints on how to deal with it. The most important thing about all the bosses in our game is to stay calm and carry on. It feels like a lot of things happening and it's frustrating and scary at first, but you have to keep attention to the key points, like the pattern of the moving worm, where the position of the spike is, and thinking about what you do. And the easiest way for every beginner would be to use a lot of twirl. Don't use dash, even though the Punk Giana is using dash all the time. But I would recommend you to use twirl and trying to stay in the center of the arena. Center is the safest point in any case. So after you survive the first attack and manage to nail him down, he's constantly increasing his speed, but again, no panic. The pattern is the same, you just have to react faster. And see how I use the twirl in that corner? You can do the same, it's pretty easy. Just do the twirl, stay calm, survive the falling rocks, and you will be the winner. Of course you can do the dash as well, but is it the easiest solution for you? Then yeah, twirl is the answer. So let's see how we do this one. Oh yeah, an important note, you can hide behind the rocks when they're falling. So once it's hitting the ground, second after you can already go behind, it won't hurt you. So maybe for some people it will be useful. And again, twirl in the corner, you can do it. Another one. And finally, yeah, we nailed it. Here we go.
I'm looking right good there.
Yeah. The backflip winning was live mock-up from Sarah. So just try it at home. And yeah, I want to recommend you one guy from our forum. What's his name?
Jared.
Oh my Garrett, yes, he's fantastic. He does speedruns on our game, and he challenges the most experienced developers like Boris in our company, and we constantly fight against each other in terms of speedruns, and he's awesome. Just go watch his speedruns, it's just pure joy. Even us, creating the game, we learned a couple of tricks from him. But if you're watching us, you not master dash good enough, you can do it better. You can cancel it actually. We've seen some redundant moves in your speedruns. So keep improving, and the guys keep posting your speedruns as well. So I think I'm done with my first introductory part, and we're passing over to the owl.
Greetings, everyone.
Wait, we have now there.
What did you do with Schmitty?
If you mean by any chance that furry-faced developer, I threw him into the dungeon, gagged him up, and locked him away.
What? Why? We can't have you here. We have to do the live show.
Who will answer all of our questions now?
I have decided to deserve some screen time too here, so I will answer today's questions.
How are you going to know all the answers to them?
Because I was interrogating the furry-faced man.
Okay, well, we could try it out just for some fun with him, messing with him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then in the end we decide what to do.
Yeah, if he's not very good, we'll just...
Yeah. What, as we always do. Okay, so let's ask you some questions. We got some questions in this week from Andreas, and he asked us what was the total amount of what we got out of Kickstarter and PayPal. So go for it, Al.
Well, in the attempt to raise the treasure trove of this company here, my minions counted 191,000 jewels in their chest. However, they were not able to obtain it. I have to go myself next time. I have such a large amount in there.
Okay. And what are our future plans for Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams?
Well, if I would have anything to say here, I would say take over the world, but as you know, I'm not yet the boss here, so we will go, of course, for downloadable content and more levels, of course. And hopefully for my invasion of the Dreamland, which is, well, has been scheduled out of the game.
Okay, and what about other platforms? Do we see your ugly face only on PC?
Yes, you're sweet. Of course, I will not only show my beautiful face on the PC. I will be able to haunt you on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network as well. And if I'm not mistaken, they're eyeing now on Ouya and VU to publish this there as well. Maybe. What I'm certain about is they will publish on Windows 8 because I had my fingers in the game. Wings. What's up?
So, what about mods for the game? You know, so that basically fans can do stuff?
Child, do you really want that foreign people lay their hands on you? Well, I can answer this question quite plain. The furry-faced man answered this last week. Because the technology here is far too complicated to allow such things. It's actually not possible, I'm afraid.
Okay, so what's planned for BFG after Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams?
As I said, dominating the world. I mean, another Giana Sisters sequel, I hope so, where I make a magnificent entrance as a main supervillain. My old friend Gurglewalkie took over this time. He's this handsome dragon, you know. Well, and of course there's Ravensdale. You remember when I was this year on Gamescom? I was trying this giant steam-driven mech there. It was magnificent. So we need more steampunk in this world.
I mean, he's at least right about that.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Andreas also asked, how was our experience in the Kickstarter campaign, especially compared to normals and standard publishers? So, what was expected, what was unexpected, and what was better, and what was maybe not so good?
Ah, yes, this was the last thing the furry-faced man was talking about before I gagged him. Yeah, it was, well, frightening difficult in the beginning, but in the end it was very gratifying and morale boosting for the whole team. And whatever he wanted to say after that, that was the part with the gagging.
Okay, so now we have leftover questions from the last show. And the first one is, are we aware that Black Force Games shortens to BFG?
Brilliant, friendly game designers, of course. No. We're pretty much aware what it means.
So then another question was about the development of Giana. So what were the greatest challenges in there?
Well, the greatest challenges, as far as I am convinced, was to get the twist working in the beginning, to make it not annoying, but fun. Yeah, and you know, then they run out of gems and jewels here, so they couldn't feed anymore. So, well, they started anew as Black Forest Games, and from there on it was the most difficult part was to integrate the twist into the levels without breaking everything.
Okay, so now here's a skill testing question for you, if you have a good memory. What's the team size of each discipline?
Yeah, and I hope you don't forget anyone.
I'd be very mad.
Oh, yes.
You underestimate the infinite wisdom of the Overlord, young lady. Of course I do. Roughly 40 people, consisting of 1 game designer, 3 level designers, 1 additional level designer, 2 concept artists, 7 3D artists, 3 animators, 1 audio designer, 1 audio director, 2 composers, one of them the magnificent Chris Bootsback, 4 band members of this awesome band called Machina Supremacy, 3 gameplay programmers, 2 tools programmers, 4 tech programmers, they were not part of the original team but helping out every time here and then, 1 tester and 7 people on community management. Oh, and not to forget the system administrator, creative director, producer, and project manager. And of course, me, the most handsome owl ever.
Okay, yeah. What do you think of the owl? So maybe we should make a voting.
Yeah, like a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Okay.
Okay, I think.
How you dare? Why
No,
you even
no,
listen?
no,
Why
no.
why you even
Could you
listen
take
to
care
that
of
guy?
that, please?
I will call my lawyer. You know.
Could you hold it for a second?
I have a very good lawyer. No.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
don't,
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
touch
shut
it.
up.
Don't touch it. Oh, no,
Do you want for the
not the
second
meat.
too? Come on.
No, not the meat,
No,
not the
go
meat.
away. Shut up. Can someone get Schmitty back, please? Thank you. Yep, coming in.
Oh,
How do you feel like?
Yes.
no, you can go right back there.
Am I the next to be beaten?
No.
Okay,
Well, you control your temper, okay?
I will. I promise.
So now I think
That's
we're our special guest, who isn't so surprising, but is very, very special, is Vladimir, the producer. We have a few questions for him that we're just gonna fire at him. So, Vladimir, how did you become a producer here at BFG?
Well, I applied, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh, this must have been so awesome.
Yeah, but I was a programmer and I was a media designer of some sort. So I've seen the big picture. I know several different professions, and I was drifting little by little into production anyway. And with Spellbound was just a great opportunity for me to become one.
So, does your previous experience with programming help a lot with
My previous
producing?
experience was everything:
With everything?
Photoshop, like Visual Studio. Every book I read, every movie I watched, every game I played, everything was super helpful. And in fact, Johan Hammer, the Spellbound producer, helped me to get into the company.
So, what exactly does a producer do?
Oh, producer does many things. First, he's responsible for process, how the workflow is organized, how the sign-off works, who is doing what. And on the other side, he's responsible for quality. So just to make sure that what we are producing is of a higher standard we can achieve within the budget and time limitations. So it's like 2 sides for every producer: process and quality. And what it boils down to: lots of Excel table building, lots of meetings, some project management software, Magic, more meetings, and it boils down to information spreading. So it's all about making sure that everyone has a task. The task is challenging enough, like in the game, so provide satisfaction and receive regular feedback. That's, I think, what being a project manager is, a game producer.
So, what's your favorite part about working on Giana Sisters? What makes it so much fun?
Because it's a great game. Every game that we do. But the most of all, I think the people who are on fire, who do the 80-hour shift in a 40-hour week without even me needed to whip them. It just comes natural because they see the great product coming together, and it's hard to actually prevent them from working long hours because they're passionate about it. I hardly can imagine myself managing the people who do spreadsheet software or any business enterprise software. It's really interesting to work with people who are on fire and drive them and help them to be a team, a great team, like us.
What's the most difficult part of your job?
I think when it comes to ego management, because everyone is so passionate about the game, and I want everyone to be heard, but sometimes you need to respect boundaries and you respect the hierarchy. And I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but yet sometimes I have to impose some boundaries, and it's hard, especially with the people who are so passionate about what they do. It's hard to say no to these people, but sometimes you have to.
So, say things are going really wrong and there's lots of problems going on and everybody's really frustrated. How do you deal with confrontation between team members?
Oh, wow. Is it abstract question? Because it's not what is happening at Black Forest Games.
No?
It's like a hypothetical situation.
Yes,
So I would
exactly.
be in such a situation. But probably that would be a very different team. What we do is hug therapy.
Therapy?
Yes. When it comes...
What's hug therapy?
Yeah, I can show you. It's like, just give me a hug. Like, hey,
Oh,
there.
everything's all better.
Yeah.
This is why he invented everything is better with a hug in this company. Yes.
That's right. So everybody just hugs each other. That's how you deal with confrontation.
Yeah, and overall, sort of calmness waves being spread and reflected off these green walls, and all works fine.
So, since your job is so, you have to be so involved with it all the time. How do you balance, like your personal life, your outside life, between your work life, or do you have one, or is it all work life? What is that balance?
With Giana, I was literally sleeping in the company, so there was no private life. But in principle, yeah, somehow it's hard to balance, even for myself. I'm trying to take care that our team members do have a healthy life to work breakdown. But myself, no, I'm married to work. I'm just living here. That's it. And outside work, I'm just waiting and counting time to come back and do more work. It's hard to say if I'm happy or like am I miserable, but I think from inside I'm happy.
Did I just ask you like a life-altering question? Sorry.
I think it also helps to deal with yes, somehow it gives me an anchor and gives me meaning in life and purpose, and I'm just happy for all other people who are like myself and they found the success in life determines by largely what you spend your life on, like 8 hours a day. Is it something meaningful, and is it something just fluff? So we don't work for money, we work for whatever, passion,
Yeah.
love,
You work for
yeah,
hugs. Yes.
for hugs, and for
Yeah.
satisfaction of our players.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, so that was it.
Do I get a hug now?
Yeah. One for you.
Thank you.
Hey, hug therapy works.
Hug therapy.
So, and now, as I heard, the owl is defeated and Schmitty is back, so he will answer your questions.
Hey guys, you don't know, this, you know, I've been just dragged away and put into a dungeon by an owl, and it's creepy down there, you know. This owl has built a dungeon in our basement with horrible things. I don't want to talk about it. So, yes, I'm back, ready to answer your questions from the live chat. I think I'm a bit roughened up in this though. Rough. I'm roughed up.
You're sweet as always.
Oh, yeah, okay, but I was like this for the last weeks to get the game shipped actually. So, yeah. If you have more questions, what do we have on our sheets here?
Nothing more.
What? The Overlord took all my questions.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Why took the Overlord all my questions? Couldn't you dash him simply or drop on
We
him?
did. Yeah, we wanted him to think that he was safe, and then we just, did what we do.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Ha! I see. I have a new postal fairy. No question. Nope. You have no questions, guys. Come on, please. Ask me something. Then let me make some commercial work here. See this awesome shirt. I got this today from Sweden. It's the cover art from the new Machina Supremacy album, and the music is awesome. I can only recommend it buying you if you're into metal or into rock or into Sid metal, especially when you're into Sid metal. It's really awesome. So just visit their homepage. They have a shop there. Should work out for you guys. So, gals.
So how's the crunching
Yeah, let me,
Sorry.
let me. How's the crunching gone? Let me put it this way. We mastered this week a version, and I wanted it to be perfect on my side. So I intended to stay in the company overnight, but Vladimir was against it. So I crashed here in someone's home of the employees, and was sleeping for 4 hours. Then my alarm clock rang, and I was heading back to the company at 8. So yeah, I headed back to the company at 8.
So is this a super common thing?
Actually not. I know from previous projects that it can get rough. Yeah, a little out of hand and rough sometimes, but it was yeah, to the end it was getting a bit crazy. So
There's this like myth about the game industry that like you work like super long hours and overtime all the time, and people sleeping in the office, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Is that at all true?
I would say yes and no. Actually more no. It really depends on what are you working on, who are you working for, and if you're into self-publishing or into working with a publisher. Yeah. So I worked in my career here at Black Forest Games, formerly known as the company known as Spellbound, on 2 other projects. 2 other projects mainly. I worked briefly on Giana Sisters DS, but that was just testing. On the other 2 projects, it got crunchy in the end of the first one, and the second one was from the start pretty much crunch time. So yeah. So there are ups and downs.
Back to us.
Yes.
Do you talk or do I?
I don't know. He said all of that in German, so I have no idea what it meant.
Okay. in this case, I have to say goodbye to you.
Oh. Okay.
And goodbye, of course, also from Schmitty. And we are going to give back to Adrian now. So, back to it.
I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the Gianas. Yeah. Please vote for Punky or Giana. The one gets the most votes we will keep here. No, we will keep both. Just keep in mind. I have to work on the studio environment here. Keep in mind, next Tuesday, Giana Sisters release everywhere in the world. Digital, okay, but anyway, everywhere in the world, and it's really, really cool. We also are very excited, looking forward to see how many of our fans will jump onto the game. The price will be 15 euros in Europe, will $15 in US. But there will currently is on Good Old Games pre-order discount, and I hope everyone will have great fun. Keep in mind, 23rd of October, 23 levels, but that has nothing to say. Don't think about conspiracy. Keep in mind, 23. Okay. See you next week, where we will spread some news about the release. Don't look so afraid, we will keep on doing live shows. And see you, have some fun over the weekend with the sneak levels.
And remember, I will